What if one natural herb could reduce menopause symptoms
Yeah.
without hormones?
Here's how to cope naturally.
Albert,
Good morning.
we are going to talk about menopause, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and women went through this menopause, the hormone drop a lot, progesterone drop more than 70%, estrogen drop more than 60%. So the whole body went through the changes. The little sensor in the brain sense the temperature changes, cold, hot, and then all the relaxing hormone, progesterone, serotonin, GABA, all going down when we don't sleep well. So we have hot flashes, night sweat. So what's your opinion how to help women to cope with this period of time? Because if menopause happens around between 45 to 55, and then if we live up to 85, we have half of the life to cope with this. So it's very important to use the natural way to restore the balance.
Yeah, there are certain herbs that have been studied to help with menopausal symptoms, especially hot flashes. There's a very interesting study that was done within the last 20 years on Siberian rhubarb. It was done over 3 months, and they looked at the rhubarb versus placebo in menopausal women, and it was significantly better than placebo at improving symptoms. And they continued an observational trial of these women taking rhubarb for 2 years, and they found that it was still had a significant effect in reducing the menopausal symptoms. They think that it may affect some of the estrogen receptors.
Yes, rhubarb. How do you spell that?
Rhubarb.
Is that a kind of food?
Yeah, it is. It is,
Rhubarb,
but I'm not
yeah.
entirely sure about the Siberian rhubarb, specifically that species, if you can find that in the grocery store. But I know there are some supplements that are sold.
But the study you talk about, which year is that?
There was one in 2009, and I think the other was 2006.
2006. And they gave the rhubarb, do you know the dosage and the capsule or powder?
So it was a capsule and extract.
Capsule. Okay.
Yeah, and I don't recall the specific dosage.
Yes.
It was an extract of it.
And I want to explore the mechanism of this rhubarb. I think rhubarb is kind of herbs that we use a lot to clear in the internal heat. And when women went through this special period of time, we think the body fluids, the yin part, is deficient. So they have this internal heat. And then I think rhubarb helping to clear up the heat, to restore the balance. So that's one mechanism. And rhubarb itself, I think it also depends on different kind of process method. It can also help in the circulation. So if the circulation improved and the adrenal gland function better, especially adrenal gland, the gland sit on the top of the kidney, right? It also produces a little bit of progesterone, estrogen, testosterone. So if we improve that function, it can produce a little bit of hormones to help us to fight osteoporosis, arthritis, hot flashes, insomnia, all of this. So I think that's a good idea to try rhubarb first. And then if it's not working well, then we can put more herbs together, targeting the kidney yin deficiency, digestive system, thyroid gland function, adrenal gland function, so we can make a formula to restore the hormone balance at different kind of level.
Yeah, and there were other studies done on different herbs too that can help with menopausal symptoms. So like fenugreek seeds are another herb that can help. So their seed extract was studied versus placebo over 3 months, and it was also significantly more effective than placebo, reducing menopausal symptoms.
Yes, I think we give women other kind of alternative to cope with that, especially women who tend to develop breast cancer, ovarian cancer. They cannot do the hormone replacement. Even I don't have that family history. I'm so scared of hormone replacement because estrogen will stimulate the tissue grow.
Right.
And so I'm always scared of that part. And progesterone, I see people on hormone replacement, they tend to gain weight. And yes, by gaining weight, you have more estrogen stored in your fat tissue, which is the natural way. But if you want to stay skinny and you want a good body shape, then you just cannot do the quick way. You have to try hard to do other way, right?
Well, I think it also increases the risk for cancers,
Yes.
unfortunately.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you.